Are we live? Okay. Starting. Receiving content. We're live.
Alrighty.
All right. I want you to just send me a quick link to that stream here. Purely because I forgot to send it to myself. We'll give people a minute to filter in here.
Let me recopy and repaste. This is an unlisted stream, is it not?
Not that I know of. Wait, is it?
This is an unlisted stream. Okay, so there's only about a 15-second delay on this one, so that's better.
Can you mess with your Discord options quick? See if you can find a way to get rid of this crackly audio thing. It's slightly odd. I am going to make sure quickly that this is not an unlisted stream. That's the thing we need to make sure. Stream options. Yeah, it's public. It is public. Alright, I'm just going to quick send the share link out on Facebook in all the groups again. Got 2 watching. I'm assuming that other one's you.
Yeah, that would probably kind of sort of be.
Alright, so let's get our people back. We had some people for the last one. Let's just get them back. We do have a couple of people that will get a notification here in a minute, so.
The caption for this still reads Titanic VR real-time wreck dive.
Yeah, Spammels has the same issue. It's just that YouTube sucks at shit. Yeah, because here, my basic info here, I have it typed in as Titanic Honor and Glory Demo 3 live with Matt. You guys asked for it, and your wishes are demand. Titanic Honor and Glory Demo 3 live. Well, that's the thing I wrote. That's just not the thing they published.
Well, alrighty, I'm just going to... Ooh, that is a absolutely glorious image. I think that might actually be from a Spammels video. So...
No, that's actually just my own screenshot.
No, I mean, there's a screenshot that I found on a quick Google search, and I'm just going to attach it to this post. There we go. And that is some fierce typing.
Uh-huh. YouTube. They screw crap up so frequently. Alright. I'm gonna go into Access THG and tweet that out as well. I'm gonna go into one more group this time. profile will also have a post.
Sweet. Renee Bergeron has given me a thumbs up.
I'm assuming that's in regards to the 4-alarm fire and not the live stream.
Renee Bergeron is like he's probably number 2 behind Spencer. I mean, sorry, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Kevin Saucier. He is number 2 behind Kevin Saucier in terms of Titanic.
Hold on. I am going to genuinely have to restart Discord here right now because the audio tearing I'm getting from your mic is just so god awful.
Here, let me disconnect, reconnect. Spencer, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh.
It's just there's audio tearing. It's god awful. I'm just gonna reboot Discord here. Oh, we got freaking 2 instances of Discord running here. All right, we got 4 people in the chat at the moment. Getting Matt back here. All right, we got 4 people. Hey, there's Matt.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, the audio tearing is horrifying again. Matt.
Yes.
Ah, damn it. Okay, that didn't work. It had enabled stream mode. I thought that might be the issue, but no.
You called me on Facebook.
Yes, I did.
There's an echo.
Huh?
Oh, that's because I still have Discord. Hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. For the people listening, we now have that sorted out, so that shouldn't be an issue. All right, Matt, you there?
I am here.
All right, perfect. We fixed the audio tearing. It required a bit of an unconventional method, but we got it. All right. Let's see. We got 8 people watching. Sweet. Okay, let's just go ahead and do the start of the demo thing. For those of you just joining us for this one now, earlier today it was 6.5 hours that just ended an hour ago in Titanic VR. And during the course of that stream, we had a whole bunch of people requesting that we do Honor and Glory's Demo 3. So we will be doing that for about an hour here just to kind of wind down after 6.5 hours on the bottom. It's just going to take a second here to load, as it always does. I'm also going to make sure I set the process priority here as high as I can get it without risking OBS. That way, there's no issues. All right.
Just standing by.
Yep, it's loading. It's taking a while for whatever reason. There we go. There we go. Yep, it's loading.
First the train from London to Liverpool, then a short trip to Docks where I boarded a ferry to Dublin, then a long
Belfast.
ride through Ireland.
Hello.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Not a bad ride, but
Even better in person.
check in at the guest house in the
Although I don't
I would've
particularly care. I don't particularly care for what they did to the shipyard.
Fortunately, it was punctual.
Now, we have the same issue that we had with the last one, which is that the stream has jitter.
Claire always said to me, Robin, you better get out of the house right now.
Matt, before we go live next time, remind me to sort that out.
She always did lovingly encourage
I
me
will
to show up to work
make a
early.
mental note to make you aware of any techie bits that should come up. And
What? Okay, hold on. While we go through this intro here, I'm going to see if I can set the stream rate to be better synced to the proper frame rate here. Output. Video. Oh, okay, you can't change that live. What is it doing?
Aye or nay?
All right.
your guess is as good as
Well,
mine,
okay.
honestly.
What we're gonna do?
You're the designated tech guy.
Yes, of course. It's just, starting YouTube channel. It's the first day of streaming, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna kind of WD-40 and duct tape it here.
Let's be honest though. Let's be real for 1 second.
Yeah.
You did set yourself up for this by naming your channel The Guy That Sucks at Gaming.
I did, didn't I?
You did.
All right. In this case, it's more the guy who sucks at doing everything related to gaming, but we'll deal. All right, there we go. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. OBS is being a pain in the butt. Hold on. We're going to lower settings here, purely because it's
not quite
when you have it.
friendly.
Yeah, when you have a screen recorder running, it requires resources, so it tends to eat frames. It's a problem. All right, there we go. It's at least somewhat reasonable. All right. So, who do we have back in the chat? Is John back, or as you informed me, that's not his name?
Is anybody back?
We have 8 people currently. It's back to the size we had before. It was briefly at 9. So, we're just going to kind of get up to the areas beyond the train. There we go. It stopped eating frames as badly as it was. Sweet.
Well, it is a higher resolution and a much more intricately detailed environment.
It's
than
Unreal
Titanic
Engine versus
did.
Unity, so...
Yeah, so...
yeah, that's why I actually went and set the screen resolution lower, very intentionally. I set it down to 1600 by 900. OBS tends to eat frames, except... No, it just eats frames.
Well, just a heads up, hello everyone. If there's anyone tuning in for the first time, I am Matthew Smathers with Storied Treasures, and I am being streamed here live with my pal Spencer on his channel.
That guy who sucks at gaming, and apparently everything else related to it.
So it's very appropriately named.
Okay, we don't need that shit. Oh god, yes we do. That's horrid. Okay. We're gonna get this sorted out so that we can balance the frames that didn't used to need that.
Shout out to Benjamin. Hello, Benjamin. Thank you for tuning in late.
Is Benjamin
please
back?
forgive Mind Our Dust.
Yeah.
Trying to get a few techie bits figured out here.
Or I suppose it's more
We were
apt to
just-
call it rust in this scenario.
Touche. We were streaming the Titanic VR earlier, and
That went
this
smoothly.
game, yeah, that one was a cinch compared to Titanic Honor and Glory, the third demo, because
Hey, Matt.
this
Matt,
game-
Matt.
yes,
Confirmed.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, that's horseshit. Although a lovely Easter egg from Honor and Glory's team.
Yeah, I had to have a laugh when I saw that the first time. For anyone that missed out on that, that was the M and P from Olympic, a nod to the conspiracy theory that the Titanic and Olympic were actually switched. So yeah, that was just a little Easter egg, but yeah, no, nobody here actually believes that. So
No.
I just want to put that out there. It was the Titanic.
I'm actually shocked we didn't make any attempts to dispel that in the VR stream.
Well, it would have been pointless when you think about it, because after all, the windows down in the dining room were Olympic windows.
True.
So we
Immersive
would have
VR.
lost our case. We would have gone down there and would have lost our case.
Immersive VR is trying to tell us something. They've been down there. They know why they haven't shown us the bulkhead. Illuminati confirmed. Steady on, Brian. Illuminati. Thank you. Words. Illuminati has nothing to do with that, so never mind that. So, as I recall, they did clear up this maze for the demo in the VR version, so it wasn't nearly as much of an issue.
Well, I actually know the direct route to the ship.
Oh, so do I. It's kind of irritating, because all this stuff's in the way. Can't see it. Looks pretty. It's just behind stuff.
Yeah, it's... So, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, you're going the right way.
No, I'm not. I've just gone the wrong way, damn it.
Or, actually, no, you're not.
Yeah,
you should be on
the
the
dead
other
end.
side of this pile.
The dead end got me.
Now, see, in real life,
This was...
Tom, Matt, Kyle, guys, get on it. In real life, we'd be crawling through these things to get to the dang ship. I laugh at your puny barricades that I can climb over or crawl through. Ha! Think
No.
these will stop me from reaching Titanic? I laugh at you.
All right.
This was kind of fun.
It was. It was the first kind of...
It was
I've also told Robin to shush because apparently people don't like Robin. I love Robin. What do you people mean? Robin's awesome. In fact, no, we're bringing Robin back.
Robin's cool, but
We're bringing Robin back. We're bringing him back. Screw it, he's in the stream. It'll provide something to listen to other than our mindless rambling.
Oh, Robin.
There we go. Nice view there. I do genuinely love some of the Easter eggs in this. You know, did you ever see the cat Easter egg?
A cat?
You've not seen the cat.
If I did, I don't remember.
All right.
I've
Well,
seen
then
a lot of Easter eggs.
we're gonna broadcast the cat live then, because the cat deserves attention. It's a kitty. You must love it. Have I gone the right way here?
There's a
Also,
cat.
hey, Matt, the latency for the stream should be much lower now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. That should. I tweaked some settings.
Can't beat that train carriage arrangement. It really stretched my cognitive abilities. People simply aren't stimulated enough these days. Claire tells me that every night.
See, I love this backstory they've given Robin. Just, it's all there, just in his dialogue. There's nothing you need to know beyond that. It's just, the more you listen to him, the more you realize his life absolutely sucks.
I'll board here.
Yeah. And
Wait. So should we board the ship, or should we go and show that the smudge is not there?
yes, let us examine the smudge.
All
The
right.
schmudge.
Give me a second. I gotta get myself out there.
Well, actually, you could just go right there.
Well, yeah, but like there's the view.
Yes. That's right. That is right. There is the escape view.
The escape view.
So I missed the cat. Where is the cat?
The cat is on C deck.
Oh.
It's on a garbage can. I'm not kidding. There is genuinely a cat on a garbage can on C deck.
Huh.
Tom actually explained it to me at one point in the Honor and Glory Access 401 group, which is now Access THG. It used to be Early Access 401, then it was Access 401, now it's Access THG. Back in the days of it being Early Access 401, Tom explained it to me as basically they went on a research trip somewhere in England, Ireland, one of them, pick one is one of them. And he found their hotel room had a garbage can in it that was covered in cat faces. And for whatever reason they decided to include that in the demo, so they had Kyle use his epic modeling skills to create a cat covered garbage can, and it's now sitting in most of the cabins on Sea Deck.
I remember that.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Video. There's camera. No, which one was it? It's the... Oh, it's up here. Yeah, field of view. We're gonna go way down. Okay. There's no smudge.
Yeah, so just saying, for proponents of the coal fire, I would just like to point out Titanic is awful clean in this image. I think
also there's many other reasons why that theory is BS beyond it doesn't show up in the demo.
Dirty camera lens, come on.
Well, yeah, but what I really like about the stupidity of that theory is that they claim that the actual smudge was below the well deck, you know, where we're looking, but the coal fire was like more where the coal there is in the view.
Yeah, kind of hard to have a coal fire where there ain't no coal, people. Come on, get with it.
Well, I mean, there was mail.
Well, yeah, but I don't remember.
It's not the mail fire theory, though.
Ooh, now we can start a conspiracy. Now we get a good conspiracy.
Oh no, don't get the conspiracy theorists going.
It was actually, that's why the mail clerks died on the Titanic. They were putting out the mail fire.
Don't get people started, Matt. It won't go well. Next thing you know, we're the next Sean Maloney. Discord failed us epically. Just gotta put that out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's just get inside the ship. Hopefully OBS will stop eating frames in there.
Well, we can only hope.
I genuinely just don't get it. I mean, it's a screen recorder. Fraps does the same thing. Bandicam, not so much because it's web-based. But just, why? It's just broadcast the screen. That's all you need to do. Okay. I need to stop oversimplifying things. Okay, let's just head up the gangway. I guess Robin's not going to regale us with his tale of cognitive abilities this time. So I thought, for a moment when I first saw this pile at a distance over there, I thought it was a dead bird. And then I remembered that, you know, Tom, Matt, and Kyle are the people that made this. And they had birds in the original early access demo that was not for public release. They got rid of them because they ate frames and were overly huge, so I thought maybe they had put an Easter egg there to represent the death of the birds that we love so much.
Well, I will point out Titanic is eating a lot of coal on account of that coal fire. Just saying.
Okay, enough with that coal fire. We're gonna get people on about it.
I'm sorry, all. I can't help taking a pot shot at the whole coal fire. Anyways, welcome aboard Titanic.
Welcome aboard the loading screen. We're not on Titanic yet.
Sweet. Well, they said half the fun is just getting there.
Yeah, loading screens, they're great.
You know, come to think of it, I think that's actually what I said about this demo when I tried it out for the first time. Half the fun is just getting there, going through that maze.
Indeed.
It is
See,
so
this
true.
I do actually like the maze because it gives you some outside views. I just wish it would be not a maze, just, you know, blank docks so you can get views you want without having to fight through that stuff. The VR version got rid of it, so. Oh, Matt.
Yes?
We neglected to go up the aft gangplank.
You cannot go up the aft gangplank.
You can go up the aft gangplank, you just can't get beyond the top of it because the well deck is a thing, and it's blocked.
but the entrance to the gangplank is blocked.
I beg to differ. Having been up the gangplank several times, we'll come back to that in a little bit.
All right, because that's news to me. So
if you've not been up that gangplank, you should go up that gangplank. It's totally cool. There's like fences and stuff blocking you from going anywhere or seeing anything. But it's fun. Hey, there we go. The music. This demo is genuinely nostalgic for me at this point, because this summer, this was like the most amazing thing that I'd seen, and texture pop is a thing right now. But yeah, when this actually came out, I spent hours in it, days on end, just helping with the heading up from the early access to the public release. Believe it or not, this is much better optimized. Also, I love this, and I'm so glad they let it reset this time, because you can just sit here and do this over.
oh yeah.
Over. Over.
Gonna short everything out, mate. Ain't no one on the ship's gonna have any power.
Well, then we're gonna turn up the brightness here, because it's just really ridiculously dark in here. There we go. Now I can see what we're doing.
Cool.
So yeah, back in our Titanic VR screen, we went down that way a bit. Well, I mean, if we're being completely transparent, we went down that way a bit to visit the cabin. Whose cabins do we have marked off down there? Henry Sleeper Harper was one of them.
Yeah, that was one of the cabins. I'm not sure if I was there for Mr. Harper's cabin.
Maybe we may have actually forgotten to do that bit. We kept meaning to come down to D deck, and we did at one point do the reception room, but I don't know if we ever actually.
I think
hold on.
We conveniently skipped D deck.
At what point does parallax mapping take effect in this demo with the settings? The parallax mapping is what makes half this demo. It needs to. Oh, there we go. Okay. Parallax mapping is good. See? These ceilings, just they were flat. They were just textures. And they still are just textures, but Kyle, being the programming genius that he is, implemented... And that's not sarcasm. Kyle is awesome. He's a genius for figuring this out. He figured out parallax mapping for this, so now it's just 2D textures that look 3D. It's sweet. Genuinely
Yeah,
awesome.
it's really a grand illusion. At first glance, and even at second and third.
There are very few places where the illusion is thrown off, and one of them, it bugs me. It's this thing right here. Right? Yeah, there. Yeah, that one. That one throws it off.
Which
but it
one?
hints at. It's showing the column right ahead of you, the corner of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that thing there. It gives it away, but that giveaway tells you just what an amazing illusion the rest of it is.
Ah, I see. There's about maybe a 15 to 20 second delay on my end, but it's not that bad.
No, the last stream it was like a minute, so. Come to think of it, that latency may have been allowing it to buffer a bit better. That may have something to do with the jitter being so bad on this particular stream. Maybe we won't do that for the next one. Maybe we'll just leave the latency, because, you know, less jitter. It's always more fun. Alright, so, oh, good lord. There we go. So, we're going to go and recreate that famous Olympic photograph here. There we go. Was it Shift T? Yeah, Shift T. There we go. Hey!
Near perfect. Actually, it is perfect.
Give it a sec. On the stream. There you go.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Ain't that pretty?
Anywho,
I especially commend them
This stream's going to be largely informal. We're just kind of exploring around the Titanic.
Matt, you missed Robin's announcement that they changed the bulkheads. You missed Robin's announcement that they changed the bulkheads from Olympic.
Ah, yes, people.
Yeah, if you watch our Titanic VR stream, you'll note that we make a note that these bulkheads are incorrect on the wreck model they have there. That is what they are supposed to look like. Well, I mean, technically on Titanic VR they're supposed to look like that, but kind of dirty and also not there. But
yeah, so you got two choices. You can either remodel the whole thing, or you can just blow the whole shebang out.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, okay. So this room has one of my favorite elements of programming I have ever seen, and I am genuinely going to have to adjust my settings here just to show it as properly as possible. Here, okay, where's a good? There we go. Field of view.
I love the reflection.
That's what I'm going to show off here. That's what I'm going to show off here. Wait, we're going to go even closer. 10. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Seriously, if you cannot appreciate how amazingly done this is, just these floors. These floors are amazing.
It just looks so real. It's so convincing.
It's
the light
unreal,
reflection.
Matt.
The light reflection is flawless.
It's unreal how real it is.
Yeah, literally.
That's the name of the engine. See, when working with a voice that you've just recovered from a cold, trying to go for really high sarcastic voices like that doesn't pan out, and you just kind of have to abort it mid-phrase, and just, it sounds like I did there. So.
Many of the tables are already set. There will be a fine banquet here for company and partner representatives, myself included, along with the one and only paying passenger joining us on our way to Southampton this evening.
You see what I'm doing there, eh? The stream.
Beautiful.
We appreciate you, Francis.
Yep.
That was the only photo ever taken of the dining saloon, was it not?
Yeah, by William Francis Brown. Yeah, I got a book of his photographs around here someplace in my library.
Let's see.
And oh, there is the piano.
Wait, I have an idea, Matt. I'm not sure how well this will pan out. Hold on. No, I'm not gonna do it. I have a digital grand sitting next to me, and I could sit down and attempt to play something, but it would translate horribly through the microphone.
I can appreciate the humor,
sentiment.
Considering I was playing Yellow Submarine and the James Cameron song while we were on the wreck of Titanic. So
well, I
can
mean,
appreciate the humor.
It's kind of a given. If you're on the wreck, you have to play one of the two. It's right up there with the general advice for life that you and I constantly follow. What was the second one? Because I remember the first one was, don't detonate unexploded ordnance you find on the beach. But what was the first one? Or no, the second one. The second one. That was the first one. What was the second one?
That was the first one. That is the most important rule of all. Do not explode.
No, okay. So that's the first. That is the first in our additions to the general rules of life. The first two are don't talk to strangers and don't take any wooden nickels. The third is the unexploded ordnance on the beach thing.
So the fourth one is James Cameron theme song must play at least once during Titanic VR.
Yes. For those that are horrifically confused by what the hell we're going on about there, it's kind of a long story. no, that sounds dangerous. No, it's a joke. There's a shipwreck somewhere. It's a shipwreck in Southern California that is a thing. But to get to it, you have to wade through a bunch of old naval shipwrecks that have a bunch of unexploded ordnance around them. And there was a conversation in which we mentioned that if you were going to attempt to get through there, you need to make sure to not detonate the unexploded ordnance on the beach, and we quickly concluded that was just general advice for life. It was also noted at one point that if you happen to be filming and accidentally detonate one of those pieces of unexploded ordnance, you need to get the best photobomb ever.
Absolutely. I think that was actually the next bit of advice.
That's true.
If you do detonate the unexploded ordnance, make sure you get the best photobomb ever.
Although, Matt, question.
Yes.
Would it be more apt to say that the third one, the photobomb, is general advice for life, but the first one about not exploding unexploded ordnance on a beach somewhere, that's more of falling victim to one of the classic blunders, I would say. You know, don't get involved in a land war in Asia. Don't detonate the unexploded ordnance. It's the classic blunders.
Yeah, this is turning into a true philosophical conversation.
Intellectual.
Oh boy, people who are for all of those who are tuning in, if you're lost, don't worry, so are we.
Not on the ship, just mentally.
Yeah.
And emotionally. So we were talking in the Titanic VR stream about the flooding, falling down the F-deck stairs to flood the Turkish baths, which are kind of that way. We'll go down there in a minute. But I was mentioning at some point in that stream that this door here, he would have had flooding come through here as the ship was listing to starboard. Ship would have started taking on a port list as Scotland Road flooded, which is that hallway we were just in there, for those of you that don't know. The ship would have started listing to port. My assumption is that the water would have kind of sloshed over that way and built up in the elevator lobby for a while, which would explain why this area hadn't flooded when the Scotland Road, or when the door to Scotland Road started leaking water in through here down the stairs, allowing for a slow trickle of water in the Turkish baths that resulted in.
Another thing, go back over to the elevators. You can see the plate.
I'm in the Turkish baths right now. You got a delay. Yeah. Hey, Matt.
Yes.
I'm gonna wait for it on the stream. One might say this is a Brucey bonus.
Ah, yes.
Little nod of Spammels there, but that is it's Brucey bonus because that guy's name is Bruce. It's J. Bruce Ismay, technically.
Okay, I thought
it's the NPC, the character model for the final game that they're going to use for J. Bruce Ismay. Although he's currently lacking his mustache, it must have been shaved off in the horrific accident that Willy von Haderlitz was involved in.
Oh, we're getting old school now. We're getting old school references now.
Hey, if you're gonna play Honor and Glory, you have to make an Adventure Out of Time reference. It's again.
And there are many in this demo.
Again, Matt, playing Honor and Glory's demos without making an Adventure Out of Time reference is one of the classic blunders. You cannot fall victim to that. Speaking of Adventure Out of Time references, I think I've spotted something here. Right. Oh, y'all can see it. I'm not going to bother zooming in on it. That's a pain in the butt. So I'll just take that up there.
I know. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Also, boom! Oh, damn it! I missed. Ah, going for a jet scare didn't work. See, in Adventure Out of Time, you gotta take that little the cufflink there. It's Mr. Strauss's cufflink. Whose cufflink is that? It's Strauss's.
It's Isidore Strauss. Yeah.
Yeah. So you take that up the stairs and you take him over to the
purser.
To the 8-bit 90s purser over here, and then he yells at you for trying to take credit for something you did.
Except there was one glitch. I saw a glitch one time where the purser said, "Only I'm allowed to open the manifest," and Zeitel's hand came up and shot the pistol. That was the weirdest glitch ever. Like, holy crap, the purser! It just killed me. It was like a real bad glitch in the game.
Oh God, why did they work that one out? That needs to be put back. Fix it.
Only I'm allowed to
fix the fix.
Manifest. No. That was great.
All right, enough shenanigans there. Let's just go check out the third class dining saloon quick here, because that was not something we could see in the demo. Well, neither is Scotland Road or the boiler rooms or really anything ahead of it. Yeah. Just a brief note. Yeah, Scotland Road's where we're going to show this. So this door is closed in Titanic VR, as it is not on the wreck. You can normally get in here. You'd head down that way. There's the boiler rooms there. But the ship, if you were to get into Scotland Road, stops existing somewhere in this area. It's...
Yeah, the corridor for Scotland Road is... When you're looking at the hallways, you can actually see the overhead pipes and the ductwork. All of that has fallen on the wreck of Titanic. And this area is heavily collapsed and obstructed with debris that came about as the ship's impact with the bottom.
Matt.
However, I have to make a note here that debris aside, Scotland Road is actually in very good condition.
So, Matt.
Yes?
People always ask if there's shear in the Honor and Glory model. So, yep.
It sure looks like it.
Yep. Well, I've just zoomed heavily.
Yep, they got the shear. Yep, it's there. I can see it.
You heard it here, 30-second, folks. They've told us, you know, only 100 times, but people always ask. So you heard it here, 30-second.
On down to the food store, fruit department, and
They uploaded a video talking about James Banka. It was like an interview with him on their channel, and they mentioned, or he mentioned that that line there was like his favorite line for recording, just because it's such a game line. You know, it's like you're trying to not put an invisible wall somewhere, so you put some cargo there and say, "No need to go this way." Wait, James Panka, he improvised slightly. You remember when we boarded, and Robin says, you know, "Well, Robin, it seems you're the most handsome man on the Titanic," or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. He had to make a correction at some point. Where's the correction?
stock contract from the first.
That was the wrong one.
I should say, but still a major improvement from the other liners I've inspected. In all honesty, I envy these people in the lower class. The world is open to them. They move to America and build their future how they choose. They could be loggers, for example. But father wanted me to be a surveyor like he and his father. No logging for you, Robin. Now wash your ears.
Yes, Robin. Wash your ears. Wait, hold on. No, okay. I need it to be so much closer.
What are you looking to do?
That.
Oh, yep.
Hi, Kyle. See, I feel they had a bit of a missed opportunity here, like an opportunity that could have ended up on r/Mad Lads. Where's the line? I need to trigger the line first so people know what the hell I'm talking about here. Okay, so that's that second most handsome man on the Titanic thing. This picture over here, this is of James Panka, the voice actor who plays, you know, the guy you are, Robin. So.
Well, Robin, now you're the second most handsome man on the Titanic.
Now, I feel they had a missed opportunity there. That line should have been triggered by Kyle. That needs to be a thing at some point. Just
that needs to be a thing. Shout out to the Honor and Glory team if they ever get the idea to rework this demo and tweak it slightly.
They've been very, very vocal about the fact that no, they're done with demos until the final game because people keep ripping them off and, you know, that stuff.
Yeah. But can anybody trust anybody anymore?
Wait. That's the grand staircase. Oh, that's the John there. Where's Dan? Dan's in here somewhere. Or Spammels. There, damn it. Dan it. Spammels. Oh, hey, Matt.
Yes.
You know, a few months ago when I was asking about the weirdness in the officer's lavatory on the rec model in Titanic VR, how the ventilator was all weird, and we were trying to figure out something about the grate forward of the first funnel, and we just
Yes.
kind of... Yeah, this is what I intended to show you, like this bit here. It's like, that's the grate forward of the first funnel, and that's somehow tied into that conversation, but I forget now.
How by Edward?
Also, spooky ghost dude.
Climbing too high, I think. No, Robin, it's not your time to get your angel wings just...
Wait, hold on. I've just noticed the thing,
Not just...
and I'm going to have to investigate it. Hold on. Wait.
Wait, is there a person there?
Uh-huh. What, you didn't notice that?
No, that's the first time I ever noticed that.
Oh yeah, he's it's the same guy that showed up in demo 1. It's actually, I think, is it Kyle or Matt? It's one of them. Pick one, it's one of them. Yeah, it's so basically Matt, Kyle, one of them, decided to model themselves and use it for scale when they were designing the ship, because they're like you know, short or something, and people in 1912 were, you know, short or something. So what?
Benjamin is asked, wasn't this the grate that Lightaller was pinned against?
No, that would be the ventilator just after that thing, or just forward.
Well, actually, because we said it was either the grate on the floor or the actual vent itself. It was one or the other.
Yeah. Is John here? Is John here? Or is he the one that was asking about the bulkhead collapse or something that Barrett
he
was talking?
He was, but he has not joined us back just yet.
Sean, you've abandoned us, mate. Yeah, the bulkhead collapse thing, my general belief is that as the water was flooding Scotland Road here, this door was open, as we know, because stokers were escaping through here. Probably was a flood of water that came through here and just kind of cascaded over the tops of this funnel casing down into the boilers here.
Other workers, though. Well, I suppose they're likely...
I don't believe there was...
Yeah.
Matt, there was not actually a bulkhead collapse, was there?
Well, the general consensus is that Lucas has chimed in saying wasn't it a fiddly grate that Lightaller was... It was yes, Lucas. It was actually it was either a fiddly grate or the grating that was on the floor around it. Either way, there would have been a pretty big inflow of water. So the fiddly grate, I mean the grate on the floor might have actually pushed Lightaller like back towards the fiddly, because the fiddly is that giant vent in front of the number 1 funnel. And let's see. Oh, we got an active chat here.
We do.
This is awesome.
Gotta love active
All
chats.
right.
They're the most active of chats.
I love it.
God,
Okay.
that was a botched joke there.
Justin, he's asking who was the crew member that took 2 weeks to learn the layout. I believe Benjamin is correct. I believe it was Second Officer Charles Lightaller. He wrote a letter to his family saying that the ship is so large it should take him 2 weeks to learn his way about, and he would be lucky if he did not get lost by the time they left Southampton.
Just to address a prior question from the prior stream, somebody asked if it would be possible to get to the boiler rooms through the funnels, to which we answered, and I pointed out, well, you just end up in one of the boilers. Yeah, if you were to try to get to the boiler room through one of the funnels, you'd end up in one of these little holes here.
Not a pleasant place.
Oh,
and you're
hey.
very welcome, Justin.
Hey, Matt, Matt.
Yes.
Matt. It's coming on the stream. Straight for it.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm. Another little Easter egg in there. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam. And in regards to the other question that Benjamin has posted, he says, I heard a thing that the reason Gracie was sucked down was because of the suction of the dome imploding. This is actually a
pun not intended, but now I wish it had been vehemently intended.
Well done.
Not really. It would have been well done if that had been planned.
That makes it better because it was an unplanned pun.
Accidental
Okay,
puns.
Benjamin, so when Gracie was sucked down, when Gracie was sucked down, and yeah, I see
Vlad's left us a thing, or was it Sasha that left Vlad a thing? It's one of them. Pick it. Pick one.
Yeah, Sasha left us a bag. Make sure Vlad doesn't pop up behind us and shoot us or hit us with a wrench.
No, the purser already took us out in that regard, Matt.
Ah, touche. Okay, with regards to your previous statement, Ben, when Gracie was being sucked down, that was about the time that the dome was imploding, and you also had the windows that were popping like you see in the movie from the grand staircase. There were also several ventilators, and the added whirlpool created by the #1 funnel that fell over.
How many people
so there were
a
lot of things. There were a lot of things in that part of the ship that would have sucked him down.
Hey, Matt.
So
we got 9
the
people.
The idea that Gracie was sucked down by the grand staircase dome it's a valid theory. There were a lot of things. Yes, Spencer.
I was just say we got 9 people in the stream at the moment. That's more than we had in the last one.
Oh, just goes to show.
It's been pretty consistently at 9 too. There was some drop offs at the beginning or at the front end of it where it was down to like 4 and then up to 8 and then back down to 6 and then back up to 8. And now it's been pretty consistently at 9 for a while. Oh, somebody trolled us.
I just want to.
They just went back down to 8.
Eugene Daly said people got sucked into the tops of funnels like flies. That I will believe, because though the boiler rooms themselves were flooded, the stokers dampened the boilers. That is to say, they kind of shut the steam down and they closed the furnaces. Therefore, you had these 11 decks. You had these 11-story pits of ventilators, of space, of actual physical space that was not flooded.
Wait.
And then to rip the funnel off, it's going to create a huge vortex, and it's going to suck you right into the belly of the ship. Yeah, to be anywhere near the funnel, anywhere near the smokestacks was a bad place to be. Especially when they came toppling over, then water just went pouring down. On that cheerful note, a shout out to everybody. Hello, everybody who is tuned in to watch this madness. My name is Matthew Smathers from Storied Treasures channel, and I'm joining
Spencer
my good
Kent,
pal,
who
my
sucks
buddy
at
Spencer
gaming.
here.
That's the name of the channel.
And yeah, he's here with this is his channel. That guy who sucks at gaming.
I do suck at
We're
gaming.
just kind of, yeah, he does suck at gaming, and so do I.
I really do.
Hey, we're being honest. We're honest.
Yeah, that stream will come later. The 2 we've streamed today are really hard to suck at. God, I need to think of the words that are coming out of my mouth before they come out. Yeah, it's hard to do badly with the games that we've been doing today. To do poorly. Jesus, Brian, steady on. Yeah, it's when you're just walking around looking at things, it's hard to be bad at anything. Just some point in the next few days or so, we'll probably stream something that's a little bit less easy, and thus the name of the channel will ring true. Seriously, put me in any game that involves anything more than walking around looking at pretty things, and it's just a colossal train wreck from start to finish.
And, okay, let's see, Benjamin saying he never found any literal references to people getting sucked into windows where the physics of this planned in the movie. Yes?
Cat break. Hold on.
Ah, yes. Okay, I know where you're going. Okay, momentarily, I'll answer that.
Meow.
You should just call your cat in to give us a guest appearance.
She would too. The problem is she'd never shut up and she wouldn't leave. But we love her anyway. She's wonderful. Shh, leave her alone.
Yeah,
I've just recognized now that this stream could either be interpreted as 2 people goofing around on Titanic or a couple of paranoid schizophrenics. It's one of them. Pick one.
All right. Okay, Benjamin, you were previous. Justin says, "Mr. Tittles." I think I should name that one.
Mr. Tittles? All right. From henceforth, that garbage can shall be known as Mr. Tittles.
That cabin cat is Mr. Tittles now.
Oh, just a random note, because, you know, I actually turned on the info boxes for this. Walter and Mahala Douglas, the executives of Quaker Oats thing here that I'm looking at on the screen, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, this here. Quaker Oats, its world headquarters is in Cedar Rapids, where I am currently sitting, and Walter and Mahala Douglas lived at the time of the voyage at Bruce Moore Mansion in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, where I am currently sitting. Walter died, Mahala lived, and so did their maid, Berthy Leroy, who was just in that general direction somewhere. Yeah, Walter died. His body was recovered, and it was one of the very few bodies that was actually returned home for burial, rather than being buried in Halifax or at sea. His grave is actually within 10 or 15 miles of where I'm sitting at the moment, at Oak Hill Cemetery. I have pictures of it. I've been there a few times.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Funny story, though. I didn't figure that out until like a year ago, and I had never known that before. I knew he had been on Titanic, but I didn't know he was buried here in Cedar Rapids, and I'd never even bothered to look. So when I found out, I told my dad about it, and I went to the cemetery to go find his grave. And as I'm walking around this cemetery, this car that looks really familiar pulls up like next to Walter Douglas's grave. And it was my dad and his boss, who had decided that in the middle of the workday they just wanted to go and check out this grave that his son had told him about. So that's the story of how I had an accidental run-in with my dad in the middle of winter in a cemetery during a workday.
And, okay, so Benjamin's saying...
Ah, there's Berthy Leroy. Yeah, that's mm-hmm. There you go. That's the one. Go ahead.
I think, for the most part, we do have a fairly good idea of what portholes were open. There's actually a reasonable amount of them that were captured in various videos and the photo mosaics of the ship. I think it's kind of a given.
Matt.
It's kind of a given that some of the lower decks were, you know...
I've got a problem, mate.
Yes.
I need a haircut, but the barbershop's closed. 7:30. Missed it by a half hour.
Man, don't you just hate that? I need a shave.
Well, I mean, there's still old Harry back with Claire. I could go check in with him. So yeah, I've got Robin's dialogue turned off at the moment, so people that haven't played this demo aren't going to get that. But it's a thing. It's actually a thing that would be playing at the moment if I hadn't turned off Robin.
Here's a nice look at one of the cabins, one of the few that you can get into.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, let's just go hang out in here for a sec. Matt, I'm a ghost.
Oh.
Wait, no, I'm not a ghost. I'm a vampire. What's happened? My reflection's just...
I don't know. Your feed kind of glitched out there for a minute. And, yep. Yeah, no, you're definitely...
Wait, hold on. Let me process this for a second. Okay, vampires don't show up in mirrors. Their clothes do. Alright, we'll just leave that one alone.
Okay.
We're a naked vampire, Matt.
You're a naked vampire running around the Titanic.
Yeah, that's actually Robin's secret. That's why his life is so miserable.
That explains why his wife is leaving.
Yeah, just a naked vampire running around. Oh,
well, at least his life is less boring.
r/no context.
Yes, Benjamin, you are correct. I believe that took place on lifeboat number 2 or lifeboat number 4 on the port side. They were launched later in the sinking, and it only took like a few moments once the boat was being lowered for it to reach the water. As it was being lowered, it passed by the portholes on sea deck, and people said that they could look in and they saw water going in, and they could see the water swirling around the furniture inside. But yes, you are correct.
Also, given the really chill nature of this stream and how comedic it's been so far, like rather than serious, and to the people that missed the Titanic VR stream earlier today, I swear to God, I normally take this seriously. Just after 6.5 hours of taking it seriously in one day, I need to... This was our unwind.
We were serious and respectful at the bottom of the ocean for 6 solid hours I
We
think
needed to
can
unwind a
cool
bit.
off. Look, the Titanic hasn't sunk. It hasn't become a disaster yet. There's nobody on board. The Titanic, the bloody thing's not even finished yet. We're cool here. This is a cool zone. We can unwind. And yes, I agree with Justin. He commented that Robin is awesome. A pity he's a demo only character.
I know, right? I honestly, I had a theory before they announced that he was a demo only character. I had a theory. God, I need to remember all the details I had for it. So you know how the main game, our character is Owen Robert Morgan, who has been accused falsely of like a murder and an international jewelry heist, and he's chasing the real culprit on the Titanic.
Mm-hmm.
So Harry is pretty clearly, having some fun with Robin's wife here. He might not appreciate that. And you'll note that Robin very frequently makes very dark references to death and murder and that kind of thing. And so my theory before Robin was revealed to be demo only was that Robin was the murderer that was going to be accusing Owen Robert Morgan of doing what he did and trying to escape on Titanic, and that was how Robin was going to tie into the game. And I was genuinely hopeful that would have been a thing, but then they were like, no, that's a demo only thing.
That is such a twist, though. That'd be so clever.
I would have loved that, but they were like, nah, he's demo only. I was like, poop.
Do you think the Honor and Glory crew would go for it, though?
No, they already pretty clearly decided that they're not going to do that, because when I actually posted about that theory, it got like 100 likes or so in the Access 401 group, back when it was still early Access 401. And all three of the developers, Tom, Matt, and Kyle, were commenting on the post, and at one point James Panka even dropped by, and they kept pretending like it was a valid theory until at the end of it they finally were just like, yeah, no, he's a demo-only character, sorry. Clever theory, but no.
A great theory. A glorious theory.
I was so hopeful that would be a thing, though.
Same here. That would have been a very clever concept. That Robin himself is the actual killer.
And that would add like this whole tone of like sincerely sinister stuff going on in this demo. Like all of this talk beforehand, and then it's like he does that and he runs away and stows away on board Titanic from Belfast to Southampton, hides there and that kind of thing. It could have played out like that, and I'm just really, really depressed that it's not going to. Benjamin's asking, did we go inside? Where? Go inside where? Oh, yeah, Justin Lickey says you should find that comment thread. I've never read that. Sounds funny. Yeah, it was a comment thread that I started, and it was in the group, like, back in August or September, somewhere in there. I will attempt to find it at some point, and if I do find it, I'll screenshot it and put it all up on the Facebook page for that guy who sucks at gaming, because it was a genuinely cool theory that I had for a while. And I was so pumped about that, and I was like, yeah, no, it's nothing. They ruined my hopes and dreams.
He's asking if you ever went inside the Widener mansion.
The Widener mansion? Oh, no, the Douglas mansion is what's here. It's called Brucemore Mansion. Yeah, I've been inside of it many, 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 many times. It's actually a thing where our local schools, not because of the Titanic history of it, Brucemore's actually got a whole bunch of history to it, just, locally. And it's a museum here. So in third grade, it's like a mandatory thing where we have a unit on immigration from Czechoslovakia, and for whatever reason, there's a field trip that you go on in the third grade where you go to Brucemore Mansion and the National Czech and Slovak Museum all in one day. And it's like a package deal. But yeah, the Brucemore Mansion actually had 3 sets of owners. One of them was the Sinclair family. The second was the Douglas family, and, we know how that ended. And then the third set of owners was the Halls, who sold it off to the Lynn County Historic Trust, who turned it into a museum and still maintain it today. On a related note, Matt, the Brucemore Mansion actually has a massive pipe organ, very similar to what would have been on Britannic.
Really?
Yeah. It's like the kind of thing where it's a 5-story mansion or so, and you go into this foyer, and there's a pipe organ, and you walk up 5 flights of stairs to see the tops of the pipes, and then you're looking over the railing, and you get a little bit of vertigo, because it's like, oh crap, that's high. I am genuinely enjoying this. Like, the super serious stream was awesome, but this is just genuinely a ton of fun here. Intermixed bits of fun and seriousness. Damn, we got an active chat.
Yeah, no
cheers. Cheers, people. We're making this interesting, entertaining. Like, props.
Oh, definitely.
Appreciate you people. Keep it up.
Yeah, this has been we had a few people here, a few people there for Titanic VR, but this has been a very, very active chat. You got Lucas, Benjamin, Justin. You three are awesome, and you're flooding the chat with questions. We really enjoy this. Trust us, we love this.
There was a female Titanic survivor who had a tough time with her husband or something and went to some mental health place in New York. I remember trying to look for the location in Google Maps. Matt, would that have been Dorothy Gibson at all?
That was probably Dorothy Gibson. We
talked a little bit about her and her accidental Nazism a bit in the last stream. In all fairness, Dorothy Gibson had some seriously screwed up stuff happen, got very confused, and had an unfortunate end to her life that involved fascist politics. But yeah, we touched on that briefly in the last... Not briefly, even. Oh, Benjamin says, no, not Dorothy Gibson.
Oh, not Dorothy Gibson.
No. Who would that be?
Well, I know, because I know she had some real bad spells. I know there was actually, I believe, Madeline Astor, John Jacob Astor's fiance, his bride. She had some mental health difficulties after the Titanic, but there were a lot of passengers that did.
Oh wait, Matt, we failed to do something very, very much a requirement for any Honor and Glory demo playthrough.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, you have to do that every time. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Jinx. I'm spreading. I don't think I'd actually heard you say it's a thing until a few weeks after you and I first started talking, and then you started saying it's a thing, and now we say it in perfect sync.
Yeah, now it really is a thing, and now we just...
I'm like a parasite for vocabulary. I infect people with phrases that aren't things, and then they become things because it's a thing. Seriously, all the people watching this stream, like, if they keep coming back to these streams, at some point in their life they're going to inevitably end up just saying it's a thing. Because that phrase genuinely does work for, like, everything. It really does. Just...
Oh, a shout out in case he's watching, because he messaged me on Facebook. Noah Bunnell has just thanked us for our previous feed. He saw most of it, where we explored his ancestors' cabin. For those who are in the comment thread watching this, Noah Bunnell is a friend of mine. He's actually a descendant of a Titanic survivor, and we explored his ancestors' cabin in the Titanic wreck VR that we did a couple of days ago, and then the one we did this morning as well. So, shout out to Noah if you're watching and you can't, tune in. Yeah, Benjamin. Yeah, his ancestors' cabin was located on C deck, cabin C7, I believe, on the starboard side. Caroline Bunnell. You can look her up on Encyclopedia Titanica.
Hold on, I've got a friend of mine from high school is messaging me. I sent him links to the stream earlier, and then I sent him the one for this stream, and he said, already seen it, and I said, second stream, live right now. And he's like, are you going to talk? And I'm like, yeah, I'm talking, you dingus. That's the point of the stream.
Hello to the Lyric Treasure has also joined us. Wait. Hello.
Wait, that's a new person. I haven't seen that name before.
Yeah, we have a new person. We have...
Hey, new person! Welcome to the madness. Matt, I feel like we need to, Oh god, he heard that. He replied with an LMAO, said, don't call me out. I didn't name you!
This is why we suck at gaming, because this kind of stuff can only happen to us right in the middle of a live stream.
No. I've known this guy since 4th grade. Trust me, he knows. Well, it's Matt. This is one of those things that I will classify as a long story for another day.
All right.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
he's a good friend of mine. He's genuinely been there through some genuinely crappy crap. Thanks, Brian. Great phrasing there. Yeah. Dude's a bloody legend. Helped me out through some seriously tough crap, so, yeah. Oh, God. Seriously, OBS. What is with you eating my frames?
Yeah, the
Matt, should we transfer?
Shout out to those who do not know, OBS is the software that Spencer is using to stream this. He's over there, and he's over in the Midwest, and I'm here on the West Coast. So we're both kind of connected here. He's navigating, I'm narrating. It was kind of this way during this morning.
Yeah, it worked out for 6.5 hours down on the rack.
It worked out for 6.5 hours, but now we just want to unwind and have fun and interact with people and say hi.
And also completely screw jokes up, because... perfect example right there.
And, Justin's putting forth Nora Healy. Nora Healy. I'm curious.
Wait, okay, I gotta... What was his... Wait. No, okay. If you really are here, I need to see AJustin672 pop up in the chat. There you go, that's your call out. If he actually does. That might be the first comment his channel will have made in God knows how long.
Wow, this passenger, Miss Honor Healy from Galway, Ireland, man, she had a tough time of it. Holy cow.
Well, I mean, to be fair, she did survive one of the largest maritime disasters of the 20th century and witnessed the death of 1,500 people. It'd be pretty hard to not have a hard time with that.
Well, no, I mean, it says here that she was, evidence seems to suggest that she was already mentally fragile, and that it...
Matt. Hold on, chat. It seems Matt has just pissed off somewhere. Matt. Oh, good lord. Hold on. Oh, thanks, Facebook. Yeah, so we've been using a messenger call because Discord decided to shit its pants earlier. That's demonetization right there. Yeah, Discord decided to shit its pants earlier. So we've been using Facebook Messenger, like a call, to communicate for this whole thing. So yeah, it decided to just piss itself right there and fail in epic fashion. Ah, there we go. There we go. We got a call going on again. This feels like one of those proof of time travel things.
Hello, are you?
Yeah.
Hello, are you there?
I was just commenting. This feels like one of those proof of time travel things where you're walking around the reception room of Titanic in 1912 and you got a phone call being made and you can actually hear the dial tone.
Yeah. Sorry all. I kind of vanished there for a moment. My DSL decided to just
fuck off completely.
Yeah. Just
by the way, when you were lost, I did promptly get the stream demonetized. So in for a penny, in for a pound, eh? Oh well, we're not at 1,000 yet. It doesn't even matter at this point. This stream's not monetized yet. So just actually. We have the freedom of not needing to worry about demonetization at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Benjamin, you've definitely hit us with a mystery. I'm actually kind of curious about this passenger you're talking about. The Lyric Treasure. Yeah, unfortunately, you missed the live stream. We were at the bottom in Titanic VR for 6 solid hours.
Yeah, it should be up on the channel at this point. If it's not already, it will be very shortly. Let me actually check here. It should be up at some point pretty quickly. Hey, we're up to 12 at this point.
Sweet. Oh, 13 now.
Yeah. The Wreck Dive stream is live as of 15 minutes ago. Strangely enough, it has garnered during the live stream we had 120 unique views. As of 15 minutes ago, it was uploaded, and we're up to 212.
Wow.
Hey.
Well, people want to listen to my boring voice monologue over the wreck of Titanic. More power to them.
Exactly.
I enjoy this.
It's great. It is genuine.
I enjoy it so much, it should be a crime.
Wait. We mentioned Mr. Francis earlier.
Yes, we did. Yes,
oh,
that's right.
Oh, cheeky man. He's hidden. He's hidden Irish whiskey. Hold on.
How very, very.
Bushmills. It's actually a thing. Wait,
well,
so Bushmills is still a thing, like in the modern day.
He's
like
on his way to becoming a priest. So I think this is like his last drink.
It's like a bachelor party, but for priesthood.
Yeah, I mean he's taking pictures of what is soon to be the most famous ship in the world, and he's on his way to becoming a priest.
So Matt,
why not?
Matt,
a drink.
You know how hard it is to find a Graflex 3 cell? We've been over this. Yeah, that thing right there.
We've been.
Yeah, that little camera right there. Yeah, I need to find one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 5 goddamn years to track down a Graflex, so I've got the persistence.
That's a nice blurry picture in there. And
wait.
Yes, Beck, I know who you are.
Oh, it's Beck in the stream.
Yep, Beck, that's the lyric treasure. It's Beck.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, now I know who lyric treasure is. Gotcha. Yep. I've not talked to Beck on Facebook, but I have seen her comments in many, many, many posts that I have been tagged in.
Yeah, let's face it, she stalks me.
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. She's like my biggest fan ever.
Well, hey, share the love, mate. Wait, so that was Thomas, or I almost said Thomas Biles, and none of those words would have been correct. That was the cabin of Francis Brown. Steady on, brain. So over here is Thomas Andrews.
Otherwise known as Thomas Biles.
Neither of those things were correct. Oh, Honor and Glory, you've made a cheeky Easter egg over here. So, Matt, have you ever noticed how the blueprints spread out on Mr. Andrews' bed over here? They're kind of cut off directly where the tear section is.
I did kind of notice that. I was like, oh, is that intentional
cheeky.
Or that's cheeky?
It's intentional and cheeky. It's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, they cut the blueprints in half where the Titanic broke in half. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. I always knew something was off there. Oh, and Beck is asking if demo number 4 is going to come out. We actually discussed this earlier, Beck.
Yeah, Honor and Glory's pretty much come out and said, yeah, no, piss off, we're not releasing any more demos because people keep just ripping us off and stealing our work and hacking our models out of our things and using them in their own stuff without credit. And so it's costing them money to put out these free demos for people, and they're a little tired of doing that and then having people steal their own, intellectual property. So they're not going to be putting out any more demos until the final demo that will be released before the game. The final demo it's the early access, like the guarantee group demo is what it's called. It will be, I don't know if it's exclusive to the guarantee group, but it's kind of an early demo of the final game rather than just a walk around the ship and do something sort of thing.
Justin, they didn't say it that rudely.
No, they didn't say it that rudely, but let's just be honest, they wanted to.
I hate to say it, but it is kind of true. It is kind of true. Unfortunately, they were getting really, kind of ticked off because
It's
I'm
great
not sure
because now they keep posting in the Access THG group on Facebook. Every time they find somebody who's stolen some of their work, they've actually put traps into these demos to make sure that if somebody tries to rip off the ship, they get caught. So now every time they find one of those, they post about it in the group. It's also the reason that demos 1 and 2 are no longer available on their website.
Yeah, because not many people are aware of that, but there are actually, like, legitimate, there are honest-to-God mistakes.
Intentionally put in here. And I'm going to one of them right now. I know where one of them is.
There are things that are wrong
Yeah.
in the design of the ship, the architecture, or the style, and they are put there. These mistakes are put there on purpose to trap people.
Yeah, essentially the idea is that they don't care if you do your own research and come up with the same figures. They just care if you're not willing to do the research. So if you're going to directly rip off their demos and just steal the models, then you're gonna know they're gonna know because of things like this right here, this gangway door in the Cafe Parisian that didn't exist. Yeah, that's a trap.
It's a trap.
Where's Admiral Akbar when you need him?
That's why I said. Yeah, so I mean but the door is rather obvious to someone who's in the know.
Yeah.
But doesn't it look perfect? It just blends so dang well with the room.
It does. Yeah, the Unimmersive Gear VR app for Titanic, their tour. Yeah, that they actually stole the Cafe Parisian, made it look like crap, and put it into their game, and that trap was very, very much present.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeky.
But clever, but very clever, though.
It is. It reminds me of some of the other things that I've seen people do for games that are like, to make sure that piracy and pirated copies of the games don't function properly. Some of those ways are just genuinely incredibly clever. What was the best one? There was some particularly unforgiving game, like it was really impossible to win. And so the developers made sure that pirated copies of the game would have one fatal flaw in it. And that was that if at any point in the game you died, you would be sent all the way back to the beginning and there was no checkpoints. And as an added bonus, even if you were to manage to get all the way through all that and make it to the end without dying a single time, you'd get to the final mission, and instead of taking you to the final mission, it would go to a loading screen, dump you on the main menu, and throw you right back at the start. Which I thought was clever. Wait, what's this? I've just noticed a thing here. It's a purser. Yeah, there's like a little bit of paper here. Oh, that's one of them Seattle things. What is it with Robin in Seattle? Seriously.
Beck says, you guys... Oh, we've got a couple comments. Can understand Jake's enthusiasm, but I keep most of it myself.
Oh, God. Oh, no, let's not bring that up here. Matt, are you aware of that?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. There are certain points at which I'm just like, oh my God. No.
Okay, well, I would like to say, Beck, in response to your statement, okay, first off, I regret to inform you.
Demos 1 and 2 are... They've just
Demo number 1 and 2 are gone. I had a computer crash, and I had both of them. They are gone.
Yeah.
I cannot get them back.
And while we're speaking in the realm of non-monetized streams, I don't have Demos 1 and 2 anymore because I'm a fucking moron, and deleted them promptly before the Honor and Glory team removed them from the website. And as such, I've been kicking myself for a month since.
Yeah, if I was there, I'd kick you too, because I have a legit excuse. You just deleted them.
Yeah, because I'm
stuck at game.
Because I'm a colossal moron. We've been over this, Matt.
Hashtag the guy who sucks at game.
Hashtag that guy who sucks at life. Hey, we don't suck at one thing, though. We actually are pretty good at accidentally stumbling onto things on sonar data that have been previously unnoticed. So, that's a thing.
Yeah, okay, so, yeah, no, we
I don't know, do we want to address that here? Do we want to address that here? Just the realities of something?
Okay, well, I guess it, since everybody basically came involved here, basically came into this stream after we got everything started and did our introductions. My name is Matthew Smathers, and my channel is Storied Treasures. And my pal Spencer Kent over here, this is his channel, The Guy That Sucks at Gaming.
It's that guy who sucks at gaming, Matt.
The guy, I'm sorry.
Captain, there should be a captain in there somewhere.
Who sucks at gaming. I'm sorry. I gotta plug my own. Channel.
True.
I mean, you at least have
Yeah,
me helping you get content.
Yeah. No, I was more referring to the fact that you said the, and it's that. It's the name. It's like Jack Sparrow. It's Captain. There should be a captain in there somewhere.
And, okay, well, Spencer and I, on the side, this is not all we do.
No, this is our...
on my channel.
This is our hobby, which is a colossal clusterfuck of horrific acts of gaming. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I totally just messed that up for you. You mess up my biography in turn.
Yeah, it's...
We got it.
Well, hey.
Don't forget to tell him that I'm Jack Sparrow.
No, Matt.
No, I'm actually Admiral Akbar.
No, Matt, you're forgetting your actual identity. You're Indiana Jones. We've been over this. Yeah,
dude, do we have to reveal I'm Indiana Jones?
Well, I mean, most of the people that know us on Facebook know you're Indiana Jones and know I'm Kylo Ren, so like that's a thing. Yeah, just random plot twist, and we're only slightly kidding here. We both have cosplays that we do. They were done completely individual of each other, completely separate. He just happened to do Indiana Jones. I just happened to do Kylo Ren. And cosmic serendipity brought us together in an epic quest for finding things. And as it turns out, Kylo Ren is the son of Indiana Jones, if you really want to genre bend that whole dynamic. But yeah, Harrison Ford plays Han Solo. Kylo Ren is the son of Han Solo. Therefore, he is the son of Harrison Ford, who is Indiana Jones. So when it turned out that we had independently done an Indiana Jones and Kylo Ren respectively, it's a thing. So yeah. Long story short, he's Indiana Jones, I'm Kylo Ren. It's just how it works.
Yeah. Remember, get our titles good, Junior.
No, Matt, we have to save that for Hollywood Boulevard. That's the thing.
Oh, that's right, Hollywood Boulevard. We're gonna have one of the most epic cosplay crossovers ever. Like hundreds of people are gonna flock to us and throw us money.
That might be overstating it a little bit. That might be overstating it a bit, but. It'll be fun.
But wait, no, they will throw us money. But then
it'll be in the
on the floor.
No, it'll be in
it's on the floor in Los Angeles, and we're not going to want to pick it up.
No, Matt, you missed out what's actually going on there. They'll be throwing us money. It's just going to be solid gold bars that are also fake.
Welcome to Hollywood.
Uh-huh. They'll be aimed directly at our heads.
Okay, so yeah, I am a treasure hunter. Me and Spencer have like legit for real, kidding aside, I am a treasure hunter. Spencer and me have been working really hard on a shipwreck project. I just got an investor, equipment, and my channel doesn't have much as far as content goes, but we're going to be posting content on my channel after this weekend, because this weekend we actually do have a legitimate shipwreck expedition coming up to find the remains of a lost steamship. So that is like for real. That is
there will be links posted on the Facebook page that I keep insisting I'm going to make, but keep not making because I'm still streaming. So there will be links on that non-existent page.
Yeah,
it will exist at that point.
It will exist probably within a week's time, but that's okay. It's going to take me that long to go through my data anyways.
Matt, it's just struck me. We intended to do this for like an hour.
Do what?
This demo. We intended to be in here for like an hour. How long has it been?
How long have we been streaming this?
Hold on, let me check the timestamp for the start of the stream. I called you at the start of the stream here, so.
Oh, and in regards to your question, Benjamin,
it's already been at least 2 hours. Or no, it's been an hour and a half. Never mind. It's not been 2 hours.
This is fun.
It's been one of these
Benjamin,
things.
there is a steamship called the St. Croix. She caught fire and burned off the coast of California. The location's still secret because people have been looking for her for 40 years and nobody's found her. So I got some new research done with Spencer's help, and I got a location for this thing now. So.
Oh man, we got more than a location.
Hey,
we essentially got pictures.
John Smith
hey, John, welcome back.
And on that note, please forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. I will be right back.
Oh, I see how it is. John joins the stream and you just piss off. All right.
Obviously, obviously, we all know I'm dodging John.
No. John's awesome. Hey, John, welcome back.
John, welcome back. I will be right back. I just got to make a quick phone call. Be right back.
We missed your questions. Well, we've had plenty of questions, to be honest. But as soon as Matt leaves, it just gets quiet every time, doesn't it? Independent scholarship. I mean, you could use those phrases, but they'd probably be not quite correct. I don't know. Ask Matt. He's the one in charge. I'm just the tech guy, the grease monkey. I figure things out, science the crap out of things, WD-40 and duct tape. You know, the usual. Also, back, yeah, the statement there, Matt, is the reason I'm a treasure hunter. That fits most of us that are also treasure hunters in this stream. I just ignore that. That wasn't successful. Oh, John, you asked about the elevators in Titanic VR. You're asking about them here again. The elevators, I believe, are on either C deck. No, it's on D deck. Charles, you're talking about Honor and Glory or Titanic VR? Oh, I mean, Honor and Glory. Okay. Yeah, they're opening more up. This demo actually had new content for it. It combined demos 1 and 2, but it also opened to a whole bunch of new areas, as well as giving us our first look at the exterior in-engine. Yeah, this was about all that was in engine, as far as I know. There were some things that were in engine, but they weren't quite finished. If you're an early access backer, and it's a $15 donation to Titanic Honor and Glory's page, I believe, will get you early access. Oh, Ben, I believe there actually was a video that was at least partially along those lines. Also, I forgot I was looking for the elevators. They're on one of these decks. I think it's B deck, but they're in the demo. They're actually modeled. They're just on one of the decks all together. So let's just go up here and check that out. Yeah, there they are. Here's your elevators. We can let's zoom in, see what that tag back there says or looks like. It's got something on it. There we go.
Okay, everyone, I have returned.
Insanity reigns.
Charles Dowling, welcome to the script.
Wait, what? Oh, I thought you said Charles Darwin. I was like, wait, hold up, what? He's been dead for what, 2 centuries?
I was gonna say, what are you? Oh, you're looking at the inside of the. You were looking at the inside of the elevator shaft.
I was. Yeah. So we've pretty much done the demo. Well, there's one thing we haven't seen. It's over here. We can switch over to, like, Follow the Titanic or something.
Ah, thank you, Beck. I tried to say, I was trying to say hello, a greeting to Charles Dowling, who has joined the stream. And, yeah, Matt Chapman self-portrait, yeah, very clever.
Wait, no, that's actually a thing. Matt, you know that.
Yeah, no, I know.
That's a thing.
That's there in the grand staircase.
Also, I love that it's a thing has already caught on in the chat. I've seen people sending that to us. It only takes one stream to get people addicted to it's a thing. I just really like the implications of this portrait, because if you look at his face, he looks very stately, but then also like, what's over there? I want to know what's over there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, back then it was you'd sit for hours and they'd paint you, and like, what was over there that for so many hours his eyes were just. Wait, is he telling us something? Where do your eyes point, sir? Smoking in the companionways is strictly forbidden. Thanks, Matt. Other Matt. It's general advice for life. Just don't smoke. It'll kill you.
Yeah, that's right up there with do not detonate unexploded ordnance on the beach.
That is up there with one of those. Speaking of Darwin Awards and smoking, God, I love that I can start a sentence that way that has context. Speaking of Darwin Awards and smoking, there was a news story in my local news yesterday about a guy that was smoking a cigarette and dropped it in his lap, and it caught his clothes on fire, and he died and burned down a building in my town.
Are you kidding me?
No, that was actually a thing. It was on our local news yesterday, and I just kind of had to take a moment to appreciate the fact that our local news had just reported a Darwin Award.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Beck is asking us, where would the cabin of stewardess Evelyn Marsden be?
Matt, hit up Encyclopedia Titanica. I got my deck plans, and if it's accessible, we'll find it.
Well, actually, no. No. The Beck, in regards to your question, I believe stewardess Miss Marsden was quartered in the steward's quarters, which was adjacent to Scotland Road.
Aha! Hold on. We have that, I think. Because the field of view changes are always really weird. Just.
Yeah, Evelyn Marsden, Titanic survivor. She was the only Australian female survivor of the Titanic. Apparently she was also on board the Olympic when it collided with HMS Hawke.
Hey, that's steward's lavatory. That's not the bunk. If that's become a bunk, you've got other problems. There we go. Second class steward's bunk. Could be one of them. No, it actually probably isn't. Matt was what class of steward was she? Like, what class did she serve? That's second class.
Well, she was rescued in boat 16, so that was in the second class portion of the boat deck. So she would have been a second class steward in that case.
Oh, second class steward's bunk. There you go. Found it.
Yeah, because not many people are aware of this, but the boat deck of Titanic was not completely open. There were gates that actually segregated first class and second class in the boat deck.
You know what we could do to wrap this one up? I could attempt and try to not butcher a transition over to Vehicle Simulator, and we could have a good old run around with Kyle's model for Virtual Sailor.
Go for it.
I mean, like, I'd have to not butcher the transition. I've never done it. That's the reason why we
Well, okay, so just a fair warning that if anything goes totally, completely wrong, it will definitely be his fault, because I'm just sitting here rambling.
And also, I would not have much faith that things aren't going to go wrong here. After all, I am that guy who sucks at gaming.
This is true.
All right. You know what? Okay. On the off chance that this is going to go completely wrong, and no, I phrased that wrong. On the very likely chance that this is going to go completely wrong, I'm going to leave the demo open for now. It's what you guys are going to look at, and I'll give you a much better view than that for now. Just kind of. There you go.
It also occurred to me that Spence,
hey?
I gotta start checking equipment. The expedition to find that steamship is the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I gotta run through the last of the equipment checks before, God forbid anything goes wrong, I can rectify it tomorrow.
Ah, true. I was going to say, well, you can just hang on till tomorrow. Well, I mean, we could just finish up this stream here and return to our disciples tomorrow in the chance that, nothing's wrong with the equipment. Shall we call it a day? I mean, 8.5 hours or so grand total. I'd say that's a long enough stream for one day.
Yeah, streaming two
Well,
games
okay,
over
I
a
mean,
period of 8.5 hours.
if you were to ask Spammels how that was for numbers, he'd be like, "Those are rookie numbers, man. You got to pump up those numbers." 24 hours.
Yeah. Well, one
Oh,
of these
granted,
days,
that was a bit of a special case, but
I'll tell you what. One of these days, we will have a record.
Matt,
We'll yes.
I have an idea. Shall I create a that guy who sucks at gaming Discord so that all of our peeps can chill with us, you know, while we're not goofing around and sucking at gaming?
Not a bad idea.
Hey, chat. Let
Anyone
us know.
in the chat game?
Anybody in the chat would like a Discord link? Go ahead and just let us know. We've actually already got a Discord set up for Titanic VR. It could very easily become the Discord for this, and I could just make another one for a different thing.
John Smith says, "Yep."
All right. Well, Lucas says
And
yes.
Lucas as well.
Yeah. All right, people. We'll chill with you. Hold on. Let's. You know
Alright,
what?
well,
I'm gonna.
Seems to be unanimous.
It does seem to be unanimous.
It's like, why did we even bother asking?
Matt, there's a very simple reason. We're both morons. That's we forgot. We've
Yes.
fallen victim to one of
Yes.
the classic blunders. We forgot we're morons.
So that means if I find
Wait,
Titanic
no.
on Saturday-
Piss.
That means if I find the Titanic on Saturday, I'm just gonna call it St. Croix.
Yeah, the Steam or the stream has just gone very wrong. I am fairly certain. I'm reasonably sure we're still streaming. It's just that here in a second, the stream is not going to be looking at anything Titanic related, or really anything at all.
Yep, it's gone. It's blank.
Oh, rip. Okay. Shit. Well, okay. Let's see. Window capture. That was a thing. Well, okay. For now, let's just put something up on the thing and say our goodbyes to people because that's a thing. You know what I might do tomorrow? I might do my first standard gaming stream. I mean, we're still live. At least I'm fairly certain we're still live. People, tell us, are we still live? Help!
Yeah. Hello. Do people still hear us? Are we still broadcasting? Our screen, the screen share just did a thing.
No, the screen share didn't do a thing. I did a thing, and the screen share did what it was supposed to as a result of my colossal screw-up. Yeah, okay, here. This is going to be our screen for now. Let me just go back into OBS, and we'll go Window Capture, Properties. There we go. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that should pop up properly now. No?
Still black on my end. Screen's still dead.
Well, in that case, we're gonna go for a little bit. We just we got a blank screen. It's a thing. What can I throw up here that's like something to look at? People, what do you want to see? I can throw something up. Just tell me what to throw up there. Note, I'm not going to be puking it. I'm just going to be putting it up on the screen. Phrasing. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to throw up the Steam window. My Steam account. For some reason. Steam. Yeah, that's Steam. Hey, there we go. Yeah, okay. You guys can see my Steam now. And yes, that does actually say I've played 88 hours of Titanic VR. Don't judge me. Yeah, okay.
I can't be that far behind, honestly.
An abstract image. Benjamin McHale, what abstract image would you suggest, sir? I've probably got some form of that. Oh, I know, John. He's judging. You people judge. Yeah. Oh, hey, Matt. You see the stream, right? Yeah. This right here is my constant reminder of my pain and suffering, and I want all of the people in the stream to laugh at me for this. It's because I deleted it, but the shortcut's still there.
Oh.
So I just leave it there as a constant reminder. Oh god, I failed. Wait. Oh, you know what we can do? I've not actually tried this yet. I downloaded this after Spammel's video on this because there was a Titanic thing, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I'll do something with Spammel's at some point. That'll happen. What can we throw up here? Like, I've not got anything particularly interesting downloaded. Oh, well, we'll just deal with it for now. No, you know what? We're gonna... You know what, Matt? If you're wanting to bug out of here to go check equipment, but people want to still have a stream existing, what I can do, I'll just throw up Euro Truck Simulator or something like that, and I'll hang out with the people in the chat.
All right.
So people in the chat, like, would Euro Truck Simulator 2 hold you for a while we just sit and chat and do stuff, or should I just kill the stream because I've knackered it permanently at this point?
It has been quite knackered, but yeah, I'm just gonna go mosey along because I gotta check the equipment for tomorrow, because tomorrow I jump on the train and all that stuff's got to be packed up.
Yeah.
I have to make sure that it is working and functional before I arrive.
Oh, wait, hold up. Benjamin McHale has never heard of Eurotruck. At least that's what I have gathered from his comment here. Okay, if you people have never seen Euro Truck Simulator 2, you are missing out on life. This is one of the great... No, I take that back. Not one of the... This is the greatest simulator ever made. Yeah, if you have not seen Euro Truck, I am going to show you Euro Truck. And Euro Truck is going to be the thing that goes on this stream right now. Purely because it's Euro Truck. And it's... Justin Licky, yes. Benjamin McHale says, let us observe the European transportation system. All right, I got enough people on board for this to make it worth my while. All right, Matt, if you're going to duck out here, that's fine. You can come and join us at some point if you wish to rejoin the shenanigans. But,
all right.
It will be shenanigans.
All right. It definitely will be shenanigans.
It's that guy who sucks at gaming, and he's going to try to play a game that doesn't just involve looking at pretty things, of course. Yeah.
All right, well, it was fun, everyone. I'm out. I gotta check the gear, but it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's got audio. Hold on. I'm just probably deafened the stream. Hold on. Oh god, that went so wrong. Okay. Yeah, hold on. Okay, text manager there. All right, now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to switch back to OBS, and we're going to throw up. We're going... Oh! Matt, have you knackered off?
I have not.
Oh, sweet. You're still a thing.
I still exist.
Well, I mean, as long as you still exist. Okay. Game capture. Okay. Capture any full screen application. Capture specific window. Window. Euro Truck 2. There we go. Has that worked? Oh, yeah, so in terms of Euro Truck 2, I have just very recently... wait, is the stream actually... Yeah, there we go. Okay, in terms of Euro Truck 2, I have just very recently started a new game purely because Euro Truck 2 decided to be very temperamental and deleted all of my progress, and that made me unhappy. So yeah, I'm back to level 1 on this, because I sucked. It's only fitting. Yeah, let's just drive, shall we? So, wait, does my controller actually exist? Oh, Matt, you're still a thing. Oh, no, Matt's not a thing. Okay, let's go job market. Where should we drive around, people? They all look relatively similar, but, like, this is the greatest simulator in the world, and I'm not sure how to put that into words. Oh, come on. There we go. So we're going to start up here in Aberdeen. To anywhere? All right. Let's see. Where's the route length? Starting with the longest first. Oh god, I've not got any long ones at all. Okay, well, let's just start with this one. Alright, I've taken that job. A brief note, I'm going to quickly fix some things to make sure that everything works properly. Alright, I'll kill that. Live dashboard is a thing. Okay. There we go. Okay, this should be a fairly reasonable thing. Yep, road trip. There we go. I've made it so that this isn't going to be laggy as hell. It's always a plus. Oh, it's nighttime. Lovely. So, for those of you who do not know this... Oh, shit. I've already macroed it. Okay. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. Euro Truck Simulator 2 is several years old, but it still ranks, in my opinion, as one of the greatest simulators in the world, for many reasons. Foremost being, it's just completely nostalgic and relaxing, and... Oh! Except when I do that. It's extremely nostalgic, extremely relaxing, and a hell of a lot of fun to play, so we're going to have a bit of a go at it here. Hopefully we don't die. Okay, let's see, where are we going? Okay, so the first step is always get yourself out of the place where you're leaving. It's always a good first step. Okay. Wait, do we have the thing? Yes, okay, we have the thing. So, Justin Licky, do I sense a fellow Nerd Cubed fan here? Yeah, this here is a wonderful simulator, and it's a great idea to get out of the place where you're starting first. But yeah, I actually have brought the thing with me. That's always a good start to things. Okay, okay. Oh, that car nearly killed me. So. Oh, Justin, awesome. You're already a bro in my book. You're already a bro. Nerd Cubed, I have watched him for so many years. He was actually the one that, Oh, wait. Ah, Nerd Cube, man, that's where I found this. Yeah, I've been a Nerd Cube fan for many, many years. He was the one that... Oh, God, Also, as Nerd Cube frequently does, instant and inherent apology to anyone that lives in Europe and anyone that knows how to drive, because I neither live in Europe or drive, so, let's just get that bit out of the way. Yeah, I suck it. Okay, wait. No, that's my windshield wipers. There we go, those are the lights. Those are helpful. Okay. Oh, stream. Yeah, okay. So, we are on our way, and what's the speed limit here? Oh, it's stopped. Okay, Oh. Okay, that one's the horn, the other one is shutting off the engine. Yeah, it's been a few days since I've played this, or a week or so, actually. They should. Ben, there's actually a newer version of this that's been released by the same company. It's called American Truck Simulator. It's a bit more modern, a bit more not European. And it probably has some graphical improvements as well. Okay, let's set the cruise control. There we go. Okay. Oh! Okay, I looked at the chat and almost instantly died. Oh. Where's the fun in America? I don't know. It's, I don't know. Ask Desert Bus VR. Are any of you aware of Desert Bus VR? Or Desert Bus? Either of those two? Desert Bus is, Oh, Lucas has randomly transformed into Willie Nelson. Awesome. Oh, oh god, we're off to a marvelous start. Oh, gas. Need gas. So yeah, you want to start off a trip every time with gas, because that way you don't, you know, run out. Yeah, Ben, Desert Bus is a game that was literally designed to be the most boring and tedious game in history. Essentially, the point of Desert Bus is that you're on a bus and you drive in the middle of the desert where there is nothing to look at on a straight line that never diverges in direction. It's just a straight line, and you're driving on that road for 8 hours, and if you get to the end, you win. It's the worst game in the world, and that's actually the point. It takes place between Tucson and Las Vegas is the idea, though, so that's why it was relevant to America. Also on a relevant note to Desert Bus, and I apologize if I have sniffles every now and then, I'm recovering from a cold. But yeah, on a relevant note, Tucson to Las Vegas is actually a much more scenic drive than it is in the game. However, if they had wanted to make it more realistic, all they would have had to do is model it between Iowa and Colorado, where there was literally nothing for 13 hours but grass. Seriously, between here and Colorado, the most interesting thing you can look at is the world's largest ball of twine. Oh, bus. Okay. Yeah, buses are particularly vicious here. I don't know why, I just really don't like buses in this game. It might have something to do with the fact that they tend to come from nowhere and instantly slam into your face when you're not expecting it, causing instant random death. It's a taxi. I have this idea for a movie of a gang of motorcycle people who wear black kerchiefs around their faces and black sunglasses who ride into the sun and become evaporated. Well, that's a plot twist. Oh, God! It seems like your dream failed to render the bus properly. That's the explanation for that. Just need to upgrade the software or something, mate. Got some missing textures. Okay, is the stream... No, the stream has in fact... Oh! This... Hold on. Okay, is the stream actually... Justin, I don't know if it was the Minnesota twine ball. It might be the one in Iowa, or it could be the one in the Nebraska. There's twine balls everywhere around here. It's the Midwest. There's nothing here but twine balls. That's all it is. Justin mentioned, I believe, that he lives in the Midwest. Yeah, the stream is actually not working at all at the moment. Hold on. What's going on with this? It's very, very, very slow. Yeah, this stream has some horrific latency. Hold on. Not latency, it's jitter, lag, it's just crap. Okay. Temporary pause while I fix the stream. Okay, where is the issue? Okay, just the audio a little bit there. Minnesota's where the ball is? Okay, it changes location every now and then from what I don't know, I don't pay attention to it. It's the world's largest ball of twine. But I believe it changes location every now and then when people competitively go after the largest ball of twine label for some reason. So, let's see. Stream, output, audio, video, keys, advanced. Stream delay, enable, let's go 5 seconds there, apply, and okay. Alright, if the stream fails horrifically in just a minute here, the reason would likely just be that I've knackered it horribly. So let's give it a go here. Okay, give it a second here. I'm just going to verify that the stream is no longer horrifically lagged. That has in fact fixed absolutely nothing. Hold on. It's only slightly better. I've heard of Litchfield. Yeah, okay. I am going to fix the stream at some point in the near future, but for now, we're going to... I think we're going to have to call it good for now, only because the stream has decided to lag so horrifically now that it's like approximately 0 frames per second. It's like 1 frame every 2 seconds. The frame rate has just gone. As for you guys, what I'm going to do, we're going to do a thing here. We're going to create a Discord. And I will send you guys a link in the chat to that Discord. So just let me fire up Discord here. I'm going to create a That Guy Who Sucks at Gaming Discord, and you guys can hang out there. I'll pop in every now and then, see how things are going. We'll have some fun there. Hold on, I gotta see if this is a thing that you guys could see at some point. When you fire up Discord, well, you guys have Discord if you're gonna be using this, so. Display capture. Okay. Alright, let's see. Create. Alright, so what we're going to do okay, we're going to start with just a text channel or two. Well, we got a text channel, a general text channel. So let's see. The Discord has been created. There's the link. Alright, there will be a link in the stream chat here in just a moment. I'm just going to post it here. There you go, guys. There is the Discord link for any of you who care to join. Of course, this Discord has just been created, so it's not quite perfect yet. Far from it, actually. There you go. I created the Discord, and there is not only the general channel, there is now a Titanic-related chat channel for anybody who wishes to just go in there to chat Titanic-related things. Alright, that being said, and having done around I don't know, 8.5 hours of streaming for the day. I think we'll call it a day. So, cheers. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we will see you guys in the next stream, next episode, whatever comes first. Something will be up hopefully soon.